They spent 3 days here to begin by telling us the key headline that they have picked up about the India story at this edition of the World Economic Forum. Packed turnout, one of the largest in recent years. President Donald Trump, of course, being the headline earlier today. But to you, Jayadev, first, what's the key headline as far as the India story is concerned? And just for context, we are at the Andhra Pradesh Pavilion, India's sunrise state, our partner for this event. So maybe you can bring that bit in as well.
Sure. Thank you, Siddharth. So this year, before I get to the Andhra Pradesh story, I just wanted to say one thing, is that generally when we come to World Economic Forum, we come to see what's coming up in the future, in the near future. We try to get a sense of what's happening on a number of different fronts. This year, somehow, it felt like I was reading yesterday's news, because all the speakers until today didn't really know what to say, because they were expecting something and didn't know what to expect. So everybody was kind of hedging their bets, hedging their comments. And the comments that I've been hearing could have been, last year's conference for all that was concerned. So that was one key observation that I made, is that people aren't really expressing their feelings, expressing their thoughts. They're hedging their thoughts, they're hedging their bets, and waiting to see how things are going to unfold before they actually reveal what's on their mind.
Jayadev, President Trump's address, did that do anything to reverse that hedging?
No, it did not. There was no more clarity before or after. We were expecting some major announcement that didn't really happen. Nothing was said that wasn't already said. I think he's toned down a bit compared to the expectations.
I think one of the points that I heard was that at least there was no threat to take over Greenland by force. Yes. So it's more in the nature of a commercial transaction if it were to be left to him.
Yeah, he just said that if we don't, we will remember. Now coming to Andhra.
Yes, please.
Andhra has been, more than Andhra, I would say Mr. Chandrababu Naidu Garu has been coming consistently to Davos for the last 3 decades, and probably one of the most experienced global leaders who's been present this year is Mr. Chandrababu Naidu Garu. So he's become an expert at how to handle the situation, how to attract not only visitors to the pavilion, but investors to the state. His credibility is very high, and it's seen, we are in the Belvedere Hotel where the Andhra Pavilion is established. It's separate from the India Pavilion, much larger in scope and much more active in terms of the activities that are happening here. So I think India as a whole is a lot more visible, a lot more organized.
Right.
I've seen one good surprise for me is the number of Indian leaders who are talking on all the different panels. That's been increasing year by year, but this year it was much higher than I've seen before on a number of different subjects.
That's a very good observation, and I wonder how many of our audience here, physically present as well as watching our digital offering, 22% of all FDI that came into India in the recent past, 4 quarters and more, has actually come in just to the state of Andhra Pradesh.